you for joining us. Connecting to learn, network, and gain new perspectives is our main priority. With thousands and thousands of you joining from around the world, there's no shortage of new connections to meet within the expansive Ansible community. Connections have never been more important. That's why we chose Automate to Connect as the theme for this year's AnsibleFest.
I'd like to announce the release of certified Ansible content collections for Red Hat OpenShift. Whether it be for augmenting provisioning, customizing cluster nodes, or data operations, collections gives us the perfect opportunity to deliver these use cases and more. And that's why we're pleased to announce that the private version of Automation Hub will be released as the content and knowledge management component of the Ansible Automation Platform. Your privately hosted location for all your Ansible content to allow you to curate which content is available from which sources, whether it's from Red Hat, the Ansible community, or developed internally. You now have the control over which content you trust.
The collections concept is the innovative answer to improving our contributor process and the end user experience, and ensuring they'll both scale in smarter ways as we move into the future. And it's really the result of more than a year of work. In a nutshell, collections are a new way to make use of the content that you connect to Ansible, modules, and even roles, and do so in more dynamic and flexible ways. There's a couple of things that really excite me about collections. So, number one, it's easier to contribute to, right? Collections can live in their own individual repositories, which for the Ansible community makes it a lot easier for folks to find and connect with the content that they care about and connect with the users and contributors to that more human-scaled community. The second thing, for users, it's easier than ever to use Ansible in all the ways that you want to or need to. Since collections can be packaged and made available on their own schedules, you can update them or upgrade them as frequently or as infrequently as you'd like. Or you can upgrade a more minimal Ansible installation without updating your collection.
Our goal is complete end-to-end automation. We want to connect your people, your domains, and the processes. We want to help you deliver for you and your customers by expanding the capabilities of the Ansible Automation Platform. And we want to make this a seamless experience to both curate content, control the content for your organization, and run the content and run Ansible itself using the full suite of the Ansible Automation Platform. What we really want to do is we want to help you bring Red Hat and partner content that you trust together with community content from Galaxy that you may need, and bring this together with content that you develop for yourself, your roles, your collections, the automation that you actually do. And we want to give you control over that content and help you curate that content and build a community around your automation. We want to focus on a seamless experience with this automation from Ansible Tower and from Automation Hub for the automation platform itself, and make it accessible to the automation and infrastructure that you're managing. Execution environments are container-based, and what we're doing is bringing the flexibility and portability of containers to these Ansible execution environments. And the goal really is portability, and we want to be able to leverage the tools that the community develops, as well as the tools that Red Hat provides to be able to produce these container images and use them effectively.
Automation is a key driver for business success. We're seeing Ansible uptake continue to increase. The usage within organizations depends greatly on, skill set and maturity, right? But I think the one thing we're hearing is that, Ansible is identified as a key technology in helping IT organizations realize their business goals. And then at a broader level, what we're hearing from customers is that there's an emerging need for a complete automation platform to increase adoption and accelerate efforts. Where are we looking to go? Ultimately, the goal here is to mature your enterprise automation approach. What does that really mean? What is maturity buying you, right? In the end, it's going to lead to decreased effort per change, that you're making, and then it's going to increase your scale, reliability, and speed as well.
Red Hat plus our partners are participating in those content domains with the intent of providing you more value. So the classic advantage of automation where you have the ability to become faster in delivering those operations, where those operations are more stable, let's say, reducing human error, and are also a way to make those operations auditable and predictable over time. So the business outcome of that is reducing the service downtime. When we look at network automation, this is one of our most successful content domain initiatives. And this is targeting physical networking devices. Our large customers invested a lot in physical networking devices. They have a big real estate of physical networking devices, and they have the same challenges of scale and complexity, especially now that there is this adoption of hybrid cloud. If we move to security automation, the focus of our initiative here is on investigation and response use cases, which means that we are specifically targeting your colleagues in security operations and in security operations center, like security analysts. This has never been done before and is very, very valuable.
When we start talking about the Ansible Automation Platform, we talk about a lot of different pieces. It's come along quite a bit in the last few years. Before, it was just Ansible Command Line and Ansible Tower, right? That's all it usually was. And now, a couple years later, we have all these pieces and parts that actually make up the Ansible Automation Platform. So you still have Ansible Engine and Ansible Tower, but now you have all this other cool things around Ansible Cloud Services, around everything on cloud.redhat.com. That includes Automation Hub, Automation Services Catalog, and Automation Analytics. But also you have all kinds of good things around content. So the part here in red is what we're going to be focusing on is how do we actually enable Ansible content domains via content around these different areas. So we show here infrastructure, cloud, network, security. Content is a lot of different things. So the solution here is the Ansible Content Collection. So this is a standardized schema to organize and package Ansible content. So think of this as a something that holds or contains all of these items. What collection certification means is that it's partner sponsored or Red Hat sponsored, and you're fully supported if you have issues, if you have security concerns, if you have problems utilizing them, you have a means to actually get help with these certified collections.
As far as your private content is concerned, when you publish your own curated private content, you have the abilities to manage the lifecycle of that. You can manage the versions and you can certify those individual collections for use in your production environment. So Automation Hub helps foster communities of Ansible within inside of your organization by giving them a central point where they can go to see the collections that they're allowed to use within inside of the enterprise. It provides a secure storage for your private collections in your enterprise, and it also enables the secure deployment of those collections, be them from Galaxy, cloud.redhat.com, or your private store into the Ansible Automation Platform and for its use.
The Ansible way of doing things is to do things in a simple, powerful, and agentless way. The idea being that you can get this done very easily without coding skills, and that you're able to do a lot of different things with it across a lot of different problem domains and areas of your IT infrastructure, and to do it in an agentless way that provides a great deal of flexibility to how you work. Using Ansible, organizations have the flexibility and freedom to use the best tools for their needs and better tailor their workflows to how they want to work. Our strength of Ansible is that it excels as IT automation glue.